Hey everybody, this is Andy, and this is the first part of the live podcast episode I had on the perspective battle on man versus woman. Hopefully, you'll enjoy it. What's going on, everybody? Hey, my name is Andy, and welcome to that one interesting podcast. You dig?
Perfect. Why you say that? I'm not working on nothing. I ain't your daddy. What is your purpose? Why are you doing what you're doing?
She gotta be least dig. That's an awesome name. High five.
High five for what?
High five.
And I'd like to welcome everybody to our first ever live podcast. Can everybody make some noise so they know you're here? Hey, clap it up. We're going to have a good time tonight. Personally, I like to thank everyone for coming up and showing out. I know it was raining outside. You'll make the sacrifice to be here. So what this live podcast is about is basically the perspective battle. The perspective battle is like man versus woman. So, we go through a relationship and, and men have different perspective when it comes to certain things. When it comes to women, like the shirt I'm wearing, black men don't cheat. A lot of men, a lot of women don't believe that, but so we're gonna settle this for all tonight. So before I get started, I'm gonna let all panel introduce themselves. I'm gonna start with the ladies first, like Carter always say, ladies first. So I'm gonna let you talk and introduce yourself, and make sure you tell what episode you was in, and what topic we talk about.
Hi, I'm Rebecca. I was in episode 11, if I'm not mistaken.
You forgot the episode you was in? You was in
11 and 12.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Gigi. I was also at 11, no 12, never mind.
The guys, Pierre, go ahead, my man, coach.
Hello, everybody. My name is Pierre, and I was on episode 12, my first actual episode.
I'm Cardo, and I was on episode 9, I think. Some promo.
Bro, go ahead.
Yeah. So y'all can follow my YouTube.
Make sure you talk on the mic.
Y'all can go ahead and follow my YouTube. It'll be Zoboy space Rico. That's boy BOI. And then y'all could go ahead and send me some on Cash App too. That's Cardo the Great. Once again, Cardo the Great, $1 or whatever you want to send. That's straight. All right, thank you.
My name is Webby. I was on episode 2. I think that was what it was called. What characteristics we look for in a woman.
My name is Trey, and I was on episode 2.
Mark, episode 1, 2, and another one. That ain't had nothing to do with relationships.
Yeah. So before we start the podcast, for whoever's listening, this is how we're gonna format it. It's basically we're gonna take you on a journey. Before you get into a relationship, and when you're in a relationship, and after you get out the relationship. So what I did was I basically put all the episodes in chronological order. So the first episode that we're gonna talk about is episode 2. No, the first one is episode 12, the best way to approach a girl. So if you gotta know, you gotta know how to approach a girl. So the second one we're gonna talk about is episode 1, which is about what is the meaning of the talking stage. So you gotta learn the meaning of the talking stage, before you what you're getting yourself into. And the third part is episode 2, which was the characteristic a man look for in a woman. And after that, we're gonna go to the fourth one, which is episode 11, what every man should know about a woman. And then we have a couple questions that's in a relationship, like a couple questions like that's involving when you're in a relationship. And the fifth one is gonna be fifth one is going to be how and when to let go in a relationship. After you let go, we're going to talk about can one stay friend with their ex. So after that, that's the cycle we're going to go in. And what I'm trying to do is on each episode, like the first one, I'm going to go to the person that was in that episode to explain what she think about what she said in that episode. then everybody else can jump in, and if you have any comment, that side or guy side, you can have anything else you have to say, you can go ahead and say it. So I'm gonna go ahead and start. For our first episode is the best way to approach a girl. So this episode was basically, we had Pierre, my man Pierre, coach, and Gigi and Rebecca. So for that episode is what is like the best way can you really approach a girl? Anybody on that side on the guy side can answer that question. What is the best way you think you can go about approaching a girl?
The best way to approach a girl is you can't be nervous. That's the one thing you can't do. And not only that, you gotta look confident. You gotta be confident on yourself. That's the main way you gotta approach a girl. And then, other than that, just be yourself. Don't be shy. Don't be nervous, and don't be too frightened. That's the one thing you can't do when you approach a girl.
Any other comment? Like,
I would say the best way to approach a girl is really like no exact formula to approach a girl. I would just say approach her respectfully and make it funny, like make her laugh. Then after that, you got her after that.
all right. Any other? Hey, you have anything to say, girls? You think that would work on y'all if a guy come up to y'all with those type of asset to approach y'all? Would that work? Would they get your number?
Yes.
I don't know about that, but yeah.
Hold on, before we move on.
Go ahead.
So me personally, I feel like it should be a mutual, natural attachment. Like, so say for instance, your mind shouldn't be, I'm approaching this girl or else it's gonna fail. If that's what your mindset is, I'm approaching this girl, then I don't feel like you're gonna succeed, because females or women, they're not wired that way. It got to be some type of natural thing, some organic feeling. So like, say for instance, if you open the door for her and she give you a smile or whatever, things like that give you keys. And once you see them keys, then you move forward based on those keys. So it got to be something organic and natural, I feel
So
like.
what you saying is the best way to approach, you gotta have like certain clues and stuff. Oh
yeah, me personally, like you got to have some hints.
Like if she
clues.
starts smiling at you, she
Yeah,
started
different
rubbing your
gestures,
shoulders, like
stuff like that.
She started rubbing your shoulders. At me,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, that's a key
she
now.
interested.
That's a key now.
Like that.
She
all
rub
that
your
stuff,
shoulder,
right?
everything's like that.
All right. Now I have the guy side, the girls. Like, what is the best way a man can approach you? Like, when it comes to approaching y'all, what would you expect a man to do when he trying to approach you?
Like I said, I just want you to be yourself.
Be yourself. Was that it?
It's kind of
okay.
broad.
All right. It
So that was kind of broad. Elaborate, please.
Be yourself, as in, I don't want you to, how can I say this? I don't want you to come up to me acting fake or like someone you're not, okay? So if you know you don't have a specific unit, one example, let's say if you don't have a car, don't come up to me saying, okay, let me ride with you in my Lamborghini, whatever the word is, in my convertible, in my whatever. I was like, I don't need you to act all, so superficial. I need you to be yourself. Was that enough for you?
That was pretty good.
All right.
I kind of agree with Mark, what he was saying, just connection. You have to have that certain, I guess you want to say, clue, because you don't want to approach somebody and then you just get turned down like super quick and they don't feel you that way. So I feel, except I don't like the rubbing your shoulders thing. Like, you don't know me, don't rub my shoulders.
No, I was speaking as
Don't do
me.
that.
If I was like the guy giving clues to the guy that, the
Wait,
girl liked her.
hold up, wait, what?
Huh?
I'm saying is like, basically, right? Mark say, in order for him to approach a girl, he got to have some certain clues and stuff. Like if he opened the door for her and she smiled, that mean like that's a green light. Oh yeah, she's interested in me. Maybe I should make a move.
Yeah.
But if she smile at you and she rub your shoulder, she's interested.
What?
Right, guys? Clap it up.
That's not true.
If she smile at you.
So, Mark, that's true?
That's not necessarily true. But what I'm saying is, it's a sign. It's not necessarily saying she's feeling me, but it's worth your shot. Now I could shoot a shot because she's giving me some type of interest. You feel me? Now if she mean mugging, then I'm like, I'm cool. I'm straight. I'm gonna let her slide, and we're gonna get on about our business. But if she give me a smile, then maybe I could shoot a 3-point shot. You feel me? From 30 feet, like Steph.
Do you have
But
any-
that's not necessarily saying that she's feeling me just because she smile or whatever gesture she do. That's just giving you like some type of hope, I guess, per se.
Yep.
Well said.
Do you have anything else to say? All right. So I know we talk about like how to approach a girl. So I'm gonna put the pressure on the girls now. If y'all really like a guy, how would y'all go about approaching him? Would you ever approach a guy? Hey, y'all gotta talk on the mic. Would y'all ever approach a guy? If y'all would, how would y'all go about doing that? Approaching him, like if you like him and stuff.
I would.
So how would you go about doing that?
I have. Never would.
All right, give us a story. Go ahead.
Oh, I ain't gonna give you no story. But,
We want to hear the story. Tell the story, man.
Somebody may learn from this.
No. Usually, I don't want to give y'all like a story.
Nah, give it to us.
No, I'll pass. But the way I would approach a guy is, I honestly would just come up, ask for your name, start a little conversation or whatnot. And if it goes well, it goes well. If it doesn't, it doesn't, So, yeah.
I personally I've never approached a guy before, but I mean, never say never. I might, and how I would approach him. I feel like same way as Rebecca. Get to know the person. Hey, what's your name? Just cordial. Just being nice and everything. And then ask for his social media. And I'm pretty sure if he's feeling me too, he's gonna shoot me a text.
Got a question.
Go ahead.
Question for Rebecca. So, like you said, if it goes well, you're gonna ask him on a date, like, or what's up?
No, I'm not going to.
All right.
No,
But if
I'm not going to ask
you
him
never
on a date.
you never would have asked a guy on a date.
No.
Your crowd, like nobody would ever ask a guy. You would? Yes. All right. So, all right. Clap it up. So I saw that on the internet, right? They say.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
I got a question. So why, when you just explained how you approach a guy, it's so simple, but when a guy is supposed to approach you, he's supposed to come all correct,
Yeah.
and smooth, and all this stuff. Cause how you just explained it, you made it seem like it. You just come up to him and ask for his name. That's kind of.
What?
If a guy do that to you, what is your reaction? It's gonna be
Yeah.
kind of right, like.
No, it ain't. If he come up to me, ask me what's my name, and then have a conversation with me, it wouldn't be a problem. If he comes naturally, don't act like nervous or whatever. I wouldn't act nervous.
All
I
right.
would come as I am.
I should have asked the guys that questions. Like, what's your expectation when a girl comes to approach you? What would you expect from them?
Let me take notes.
I approach some women sometimes, but
How do you want them to approach
how them do approach me?
Yeah.
I mean, they just gotta have a. I mean, it's not that much. It's just like if you approach me, you say I got a cool chain and all, but I mean, I'm just like. They just gotta have a compliment or like a cool look. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah. I remember in no episode how to approach a girl.
Yeah.
You say you like them thick.
Oh,
But you
yeah,
gotta be thick.
Yeah.
Do you have
Real thick.
Go ahead. You don't have anything else to say?
I have some
How would y'all want to?
The question is,
How would y'all want to be approached if y'all get approached by a girl?
just respectfully and just making simple conversation. Like if you at the club, you meet people at the club. If a girl approach you, make a simple conversation. How you doing? Who you here with? Where you from? Just casual conversation. It's that simple.
I want to get approached through a friend or a homegirl.
Huh?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I want to get approached through her friend or homegirl.
You like to get to approach. You want to get approached.
Like I want her homegirl to tell me that her homegirl want me.
Oh.
Dope. That's dope.
I like that type of.
That's dope.
All right, and on our episode, Gigi. Go ahead.
Why is that? Why do you want the friend to come tell you instead of the girl?
I think maybe I know.
Wouldn't that be more sincere if she came up to you and said it?
Maybe you trying to see which one look better.
Nah, that ain't it.
Without a point.
That ain't it, but cause I ain't really like too fond of like a female approaching me. So like, if she come through a homegirl, then I can still do my job. You feel me? Without having to like. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, Gigi say on that episode, yeah. I like.
Wait, hold on 1 second, 1 second. Because as a woman, you want to keep that mystique. That I ain't all this brave. I run up on a dude. Like you want to keep that mystique. So ask your homegirl to holler at me, so then I can holler at you.
Okay, I understand. So why do y'all want the girl to ask y'all on a date, if that's the case? If you still want her to keep the mystique.
Like, did y'all already start the conversation or whatnot? Or y'all dating now? Or what we doing?
You said what?
What was your question?
Y'all. I'm trying to figure out who y'all is.
Okay, wait, what?
Like,
asking-
where
What
are,
was your question?
So her question was, why would y'all want a girl to ask y'all on a date?
like,
Would
where,
you-
are, where
want her to still be, like he just said, like mysterious and all that.
she a stranger at first? I mean,
Okay,
is we
no,
strangers
I
and she
get-
asking me on a
yeah, I get
date?
what you're
Like, I don't. Are we in a relationship or what? What we doing? Yeah. Yeah.
You gotta talk on the mic.
Okay, so she's basically saying, you know how you were saying, like, you want your homegirl, like, her homegirl to come talk to you and everything? Because Mark said that's, like, you know, keeping it mysterious and mystique. But then whenever she said that, whenever you said, why don't girls ask guys out, and you guys all clap for her. So pretty much, like, you still want a girl to ask you out, even though you want her to be mystique and mysterious? Like, ask you out on another date?
I mean, I ain't overly clapped for that, but I ain't overly clapped for that question or answer. But yeah, she can. I mean, it's all right. Her doing that let me know that she a female or a woman that know what she want, and she ain't scared to let me know what she want. So I don't mind if that answered the question.
That answer your questions?
Yep, it did.
Yeah. So,
Florida State, you seem confused.
and make sure everything you'll say it on the mic, cause it's recording. Gigi say on that episode, she said, if she see a guy approaching her, she automatically think that he wants something from her. So I'm gonna ask the girls that question, like, what goes through your mind if you see a guy approaching you? Like, what's the first thing that goes through your mind if you see a guy approaching you?
It all depends on how the person approach you, to be honest. So, I really don't think much of it, oh, yeah, he's just trying to sleep with me or anything like that. I just, you know, as a friend, you know, want to get to know me. Now, it's my job whenever he, you know, texts me or whenever he gets my number or something like that. And if I see the route that he's going, I get to drop him or not. I make that decision.
So even if he gets your number, you still don't think he's trying to get with you?
I mean, I'm not saying that. Some people, I mean, you can tell from the beginning. It depends on how the person approach you. I did say that, didn't I? It
Yeah.
depends on how the person approach you. So,
Yeah.
Okay, Andy.
Yeah,
That's
go
not
ahead.
that's not what I meant. I didn't mean like if he approached me, he wants something from me. I mean like just like she said, the way he approached me, if he's coming to me, hey mama, what's your name? Like I'm be like, okay, so this boy wants something, okay, because he just came up to me, hey, do you know where the direction to this place is? And I'll be like, okay, take a left, take a right, go straight that way. But if he come up to me, he want to know my name, he want to know my number. Come on now. Yeah, and he looking at me, his movement. He wants something. Okay.
So if you say, "Hey, mama," he wants something from you. What if he just talk like that?
The way he approaches me.
But you said if you say, "Hey, mama," or something like that.
Hey, mama, what's your name? What's your number?
Some people
Let me
just talk
holler
like that,
at you.
though. Some people just talk
What is
like
that? No, not to everybody.
Come on now.
I mean, in our reality, yeah, he wants something. We all want something.
Oh my God.
But you just gotta figure out what we want. We want your time, your money, your draws. We want something, you feel me? Every dude wants something, so let's go ahead and get that clear. You just gotta figure out what we want. Just like woman.
All right, yeah. So, in that episode, there's a question I asked was, could y'all really spot somebody like a guy that's not really about it? Like a guy that's a player, he's just like, he wants something. Can y'all spot someone like that? I see a lot of head shaking. Like, can y'all explain how would y'all go about spotting someone?
SMH.
Can y'all, like, girls, can y'all really spot someone like that's not about it? Like, when they start talking, like when they come and talk to you, can y'all spot that?
Not really. I would say maybe sometimes you can, but not all the time that you can. There's some guys you can tell by the way they come approach you, be like, okay, this dude, he probably be this, and that, third, and blase, and it be that. And then there's some dudes you probably just like, no. But you won't really know until you like actually know something about that person, unless you know like background information about that person. So I don't really think.
Anybody else? Nobody in the crowd want to say something? Yeah. But you can pass the mic down.
How can you tell? I need to know, how can you tell? You gotta elaborate on that. You just can't say you can tell.
Gigi said that, right? You said you can tell that. Rebecca.
Okay. There's some guys. Usually the cocky guys are the ones that be doing X, Y, and Z. So usually when they come up all cocky and, extra, you kind of know like, okay, this guy, he be, this, that, the third. So yeah, that's how you kind of
So
know.
X, Y, and Z, that's being a player, right? That's what you mean by X, Y, and Z?
Yes.
What is X, Y, and Z?
Don't be acting like y'all know what I mean.
Now you gotta elaborate, man.
They be the ones that be trying to talk to everybody, the ones that be just going for that one thing, and y'all know what I'm talking about. All right, I'm not.
So the cocky ones is the ones that's the cocky ones is the ones that's usually a player. Most likely.
Mm-hmm.
No, I
That's
don't agree.
basically
I don't agree.
stereotyping.
I don't agree with that. 'Cause I know some dudes like friends that I used to hang out with that I don't really hang out with no more. That done slept with like 130 women, but like walked to a woman and was like nervous, like it was his first time talking to a female.
Was
So,
he a player?
Yeah, he was a player.
But he was nervous.
Yeah.
Was he cocky?
He wasn't cocky. He was nervous. Like he told the girl, like, I'm
Okay,
nervous.
so she said cocky.
But he wasn't nervous, and he was still a player. Oh, he was nervous. But you saying being cocky is a player, but nervous, he was nervous, but he was still a player. So that ain't really like no sign that you knew. I'm just trying to help you out for future references.
I just feel like some
Right.
of the guys disguise themselves, as a nice guy. You really sometimes it's getting harder and harder to tell sometimes that they're like players, but some of them like the guys who do not care that they're like that they're players, they're obviously gonna let you know from the get go. But some guys disguise themselves. You really can't tell. So camouflage. 1 minute faithful, and the next minute they're with your cousin.
I got one question. One question. What if the guy came out corny? How would you feel?
Pierre. Enough.
I'm saying, like, what if he come out
What do you
like
mean by corny?
corny?
What do you mean by
like
corny?
nerdy or something like that? Like, if he got like glasses on, like the nerdy.
Are you describing yourself here?
No,
Yes or no?
no.
Are
I'm
you
saying,
describing-
what if the guy comes out like nerdy and corny? How would you feel? Like,
Just answer the coach question, man.
Oh my God. I think it depends on if the girl
Give it
likes
to
that
Max.
type of guy. Okay, Pierre?
Corny can be cute and it can be weird sometimes. It all depends on how you really. You can be too corny, you know. It can be weird. It comes off like as a pervert, but you can be cute, corny.
like,
All right. So, as guys, right? You'll be when you'll go up to a girl, you'll ask the number. You ask for her name, then you trying to get the number. My question is for the girls is what's the point of like if you're not interested in the guy, what's the point of giving the fake number and don't even text back after you give him the number? You don't do that?
Girls don't
Some
really-
girls,
All right, wait.
some girls be giving fake names, right? Fake
Okay.
names and fake numbers. Nobody give fake numbers no more. What about fake names?
Ladies.
All right. Since no, all right.
Ladies, let's tell the truth.
Since nobody,
That's called pettiness
which you
right
know,
there.
which you know,
That's
say
called
nobody
pettiness.
do that anymore. So what do y'all do now? Do y'all tell the guy straight up, or I'm not
You just
interested?
give your social media. You don't give your number out.
You blocked it.
Go ahead. You said no. You were saying lies, because she said nobody.
Oh
give-
yes, some of us girls we actually do give fake numbers and fake names, and because we all know we have a fake name when a guy come approach and you like you're not interested, your fake name be like, okay, my name Ashley for the night. If y'all see somebody come talk to me, my name Ashley. Don't call me the other name. When that boy come around, da 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 da. So we do give fake names for sure, and some girls. Some girls, it's the truth though. It be like that. We're not interested. We just
But why though?
why? Because we don't want nobody to have our real name and they find us on social media. If I have your real name, I can find you easily. Like it's not hard. Like it'd be just like that.
So why don't you just say I don't want to tell you my name instead of
You can
giving
tell
a fake
you
name?
you can tell guys that, but they'll bother you and bother you and bother you and bother you. Like there's a lot of men that does that. A lot of guys that does that.
So you rather them turn you into a liar? That's what you're saying.
Come on, I don't even do all that. I just rather give you a name. I'd rather just give you a name and call it a day, and then you still bothering me and wasting my
I
time.
mean, like,
Alright,
when
that's what come with it. That
Yeah.
come with the territory.
everybody like the chase.
What you mean?
What did you say, Mark? So you giving him a chance to call you a liar? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying you. So you
If you
pretty
give, like, a
much
fake name.
you pretty much making him turn you into a liar. So you're gonna tell a fake name just because he's annoying you or whatever the case may. He gonna annoy you, so you're gonna give him a fake name. I mean, if you're looking good, you know dude's gonna holler. That's just what
Yeah.
come with the territory. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Pretty much.
Do you have any?
If you don't want to get hollered at, stay your ass home.
Yes, sir. In the motherfucking box. Stay in the box.
I think for the most part, why some of us girls give fake names, fake numbers, is because guys, they can be sweet sometimes, but you're not interested. And to let them down like that, to me, I would feel some type of way. Like I feel like
Listen-
I'm hurting you.
But listen, you just made it worse by giving them the fake number, hyping them up, having hope, and when they get home, they text you, no text back.
Yeah, but I mean, how many guys?
Isn't
like-
that worse?
Listen,
That is
how many-
worse.
but how many
Instead of
guys-
letting him know right there, he's just building up that.
And like,
How
listen,
many
though,
guys respect when I say no? I'm not giving you my number.
A lot of
no,
guys
no
will
guys.
respect
gonna
A lot of
respect
guys,
that.
hey, raise your hand.
No guys gonna respect
A
that.
lot of guys will respect that.
No, good now, and then they'll egg you
Yeah.
on. Why you won't give me your number? Then you gotta run away. Yeah, so it's
There-
like not in a bad way to be like, oh, my name's Sydney and my name's actually Ashley. It's just because I don't want to give you my name or my number because I don't want to hurt your feelings and be like, no, I'm not interested. And then you'd be like, oh shoot, like, you know?
the next time that person see you in public, man.
See, that's just a bad habit though. Because then when you get into a relationship, you ain't gonna want to hurt his feelings. You're gonna be sugarcoating stuff. So then now you creating a whole sugarcoating thing. Because if you do it now, trust me, no, I'm saying when you actually do get in a relationship, you're creating a habit of sugarcoating things. When things, if you feel like you're finna hurt somebody's feelings, you're finna sugarcoat, because that's pretty much what you're doing. Yes.
I kind of agree with Mark on that part. I usually just say no. You're feeling hurt, that's on you.
Thank you,
I'd rather
Shereen.
say
Amen.
no.
Hurt my feelings so that
I'd
I know
rather
the
just
real
say
deal.
no instead of you have your hopes is up and then I don't answer you and then you all hurt and all about it. Just say no. It's best.
I would say definitely let down the guy in a nice way. You ain't got to sugarcoat it, but you ain't got to be disrespectful with it. Like, nah, nigga, get the fuck out of my face. All that. That shit right there is going to turn me up. Now I got to curse you back out. Yes, and it's like, you feel me? Like, yeah, that ain't cool.
Me personally, I don't give out fake numbers. I'll give my number, and if they constantly text me, I just don't text back because then I feel like you're just being annoying if I text you and you see me texting you really dry, or I'll just give you my social media, period. Like, there's no point.
I'm not giving you my social media because it's too personal. Like, no. My family's on there. I don't know you like that. You could be a whole serial killer. Like, no. Like, you're not getting my social media either.
Oh, man.
No.
Go ahead.
I got a
Yeah,
question.
y'all don't understand. Like,
Why instead of just being like, I don't want to talk to you, y'all would text dry, like dead dry, like to where nobody.
and that's why I wouldn't want to give you my phone number because it's just like if I'm not interested, there's no way I'm gonna feel like let me text you.
If you
it's
text,
just like just no. I'm not
if
giving
you
you my
if you text dry, you just giving them a challenge to trying to figure a way to make you text more. Yeah.
Oh, they ain't got the juice. That's why.
I'm falling
I
back.
see why. Gary got
Wait, wait,
hold on. Listen, they ain't got the
Yeah,
juice
I'm off you.
because most guys got the water, you know. Like, oh, listen. Y'all not listening. Y'all not listening. Y'all not listening.
All right, coach. All right. Let me go to the next question real quick. So
Yeah.
So a question for you. Would y'all like a guy that tell you straight up what he wants from you from the get-go? Or just somebody that's just, trying to play you around and,
Yes. No, tell me straight up. If you just trying to smash, let me know. If I say no, then I'm off it. I'm off it just like you off it.
And if you say yeah, then you feel me?
Yeah. Exactly. If she say yeah, then y'all do what to do. But if she say she don't want to deal with you, just go about it.
girls.
I agree.
What'd you say, Gigi?
I said I agree.
Oh. So y'all would basically, he tell you straight up what he want any kind of way. Like, go ahead.
Not any kind of way. Not any kind of way, Indy. Okay?
How would y'all, want a guy, if he trying to tell you what he wants straight up, how would y'all want him?
Okay. So, yes. So if you don't want to have a relationship, you can be like, all right, so I really like you. I don't want to be in a relationship. I just want to have fun. You can say something like that. You don't have to be like, all right, so I'm just trying to smash. Because then that's when you start cussing out, and I'm going to start cussing you out too, like that.
But no, that's too broad. Saying like,
how's that broad?
I
If you
wanna
want to
have
smash,
fun.
you want to smash.
Yeah, like if you want to smash, you need to tell them straight up you want to smash, not
No, but I would
beat around-
appreciate it if you tell me from the beginning. So if I think you want to be in a relationship with me, right? I'm over here doing all this because I want to be in a relationship with you, but you obviously don't have the same mindset. You obviously just want to, smash.
Mm-hmm.
So it's best for you to tell me at the beginning so that I can tell you, hey, I want to smash too, or no, I think I want to move on to the next level with somebody else.
But you
'Cause I'm
just
looking-
said have fun though. You didn't say
yeah, have
smash.
fun. I said have fun, like that.
So you didn't want to say the word smash.
Okay, smash, sir.
Oh. But earlier you said you want the dude to be himself. So like, what if being himself is telling you straight up he want to smash?
Okay, that's fine. If I want a relationship, I'm gonna just move on to the next guy. Yeah. If you want to smash, if we're together and you tell me, okay, I just want to smash, and I don't want to smash with you, I'm not just going to be with you the whole time just smashing with you.
How y'all together and y'all haven't already smashed?
Okay, what do you mean by that?
Hey,
Just
you
'cause we're
way,
together, just
you way ahead of the conversation right now.
something else.
No,
Ubin.
no. She just yeah.
Excuse me.
Ubin, calm down.
So just before we go to the next segment, a fun fact is on one of our episode, Mimi say that sometimes she like to be by herself when she rather be by herself when she get approached by a guy, because sometimes girls like to cock block. Yeah. So like in your scenario, would you want to be by yourself or with a group of girls? Which way is like which? Give him the mic.
Or if I'm not interested, then no, I need a support system. I need my girls to be like, no, she's not interested, especially if he's like getting the picture. But yeah, if he's attractive,
So if
I want
you
to be by
basically
myself.
saying if you in a group of girls and you see someone attractive coming towards you, you'll tell your friend to move away, step
I
away.
probably
move my
want to be,
space.
well, yeah, I'm comfortable with my girls to be like, y'all, spread out. Or I will like dismiss myself from the actual group and go somewhere, especially if you like how he was saying the clues. If I know like, okay, yeah, exactly. So I would move away and be like, okay, but yeah.
What if he keep the mic in there. So what if he asks you to separate from your friends? Not necessarily like this, but you know. 'Cause I know y'all take everything literal. I ain't no dog. But like, say if he give you that sign to like kind of escape the crew, are you gonna escape the crew or are you gonna be like, nah,
if
you come
he's legit
here?
doing the whole finger movement thing, no, that's ugly. I'm not going over there. I don't know what you're about to do to me. But if there's
Even the finger movement?
I knew it.
Oh man. That's ugly.
But even if he's attractive, I'm old fashioned. I still want you to still approach me. If I'm doing my job and I'm like kind of getting myself away from my group of girls, okay, the least you could do is just do your part and come to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I want them while they with their friends. Honestly, though, I want them to hear every word I'm telling them. I like that type of shit. I like the thrill of like you with your hunger and me telling like, I'm gonna beat that back in tonight. You give me the same thing. I like the thrill of like.
All the girls laughing.
I don't want you while you alone. That's too easy.
What Trey said, he like a challenge, so yeah.
That's just me though. Everybody ain't like that.
All right, we're gonna move to the next segment. Is what is the meaning of the talking stage? We had Mark. Mark, you can give the mic to Mark. Mark, can you give like an overall review on the meaning of the talking stage?
So pretty much the talking stage is in the middle before the dating stage and after the communication stage. So pretty much when you're talking, you're kind of figuring out whether or not you want to date this person or not. So that's kind of like getting to know you in a sense. So there you make a decision whether or not you want to go forward with this person or not.
Yes, so there's like three-part communication.
Communication first. When you first approach the person, you're going to start in the communication stage. Then you're going to go to a talking stage. Then you're going to go to the dating stage. And then the actual relationship, in my opinion.
So what's the do's and don't in the communication stage?
You say what?
What is the do's and don't in the communication stage?
I mean, communication stage is pretty much small talk. How you doing? You know how when you first get the number or whatever, you start asking them how you doing, what you doing today. Pretty much all the small talk. And then after that, you progress to the talking stage, which is where y'all get a little more personal, start talking about different things like what y'all got in common, and necessarily, and like what y'all like, and then things of that nature. And then after that, you decide whether or not you want to go the next step with this person. Like, I like this person. You actually find out you like this person. Because during the communication stage, you really don't like the person. I don't think you like them because you don't even know them. You feel me? So pretty much you're attracted to the person, but you don't like the person. But a lot of people think they like the person just because the person look good. You don't like them. You don't know them. They could do something that turn you off. So then you're just attracted to them during the communication stage, but then when you get to the talking stage, y'all get personal, you start knowing about them, and then you start to build some type of like for the person. And then after that is the dating stage, which is when you start taking them out in public and things of that nature. Y'all start dating, you probably meet a friend or something, and then the friend may say, oh yeah, he cute, whatever the case may be. And then you get into the relationship, which is the official commitment with.
So, and I have a question. At what point should you, like, can someone be the only person that, should a guy be talking to only one person? Should a girl be talking to one person in those communication in the talking stage?
No, sir.
I mean, it depends, though. It depends.
Y'all never have that conversation, then it's up in the air for anybody. Y'all gotta have
So you got to have that conversation.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, is this one-on-one? Are we talking to multiple people or whatnot? Hey, so you don't want to leave no room for assumptions.
Girls?
Talk it.
I agree.
I'm a player for life, so. See, I just seen that because I knew you were going, I ain't even, you feel me? I just had to throw you off real quick.
All right, so we know the talking stage, the communication stage. Does looks really matter? Because in that episode, Mark explained something about filling a void. Like, when it comes to talking with someone, does looks really matter? At what point and stuff? Does look really matter? Does look really matter? And getting to know, like, getting interested in someone.
They talking?
Huh? Looks.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
It's first, huh?
It don't really matter, but if you ugly. No, listen. If you cute to me, that's all that matters. But I'm not gonna keep talking to you if you're not cute to me. There ain't no point.
What you just said kind of actually proved this point. He just said, does look really matter? You said no, but then looks matter. But in all honesty, looks does matter. If you're gonna ask any girl, she's gonna be like, I'm gonna go after this boy because he look good. But some girls gonna fake it and be like.
But listen though, I'll say looks matter when it comes to first impression. Like, if someone trying to holler at you in the first get, looks kind of matter. But there's some relationship that started as friends. Like, you friend with that person, out of nowhere you start liking that person, like, to another different level, because he started feeling a void that you're missing in your life. You know what I'm saying? But Mark, explain that filling the void type of stuff.
I mean, looks matter, but there's levels. Like, you ain't gotta have a dime, and people ain't looking for dimes and stuff like that. So I'm gonna say looks matter, but they gotta be appealing in some type of way. But when we talking about looks, are we talking about like super bad, like she gotta be fine, or like what we talking about when we talking about looks?
I'm talking about like attraction wise, like being attracted to someone.
Yeah, I mean you gotta be somewhat attracted to the person, but when they fill the void, they look better to you than they did if they didn't do anything that filled that void, is what I'm saying. So like if they start doing gestures that that's like nice, like opening doors and giving you good vibes and like good energy. Like then they start looking better and better and better. Like they might not necessarily be a dime, but if they start doing some good shit, you know, maybe they could turn into a dime in a heartbeat. Fix me a plate, hell. Cook some good food, you feel me? You might turn into a dime. Yeah. Well, give me a massage.
To me, looks don't matter to me. If we have like a, I mean, hold on, let me listen. Gigi,
What happened to big booty?
What? I'm still talk to that.
Okay, so looks matter to you. Looks
I mean,
matter.
It does though. It does. If I mean.
Okay, you just said no. Which one is it?
You're not listening. Hold on. I mean, looks doesn't matter to me. It depends if she look cute or not.
That makes it. That means.
I mean, I still talk to them.
That means it matters. If she
I
looks
still
cute.
talk to them though. I'll still talk to them.
Okay.
Even though she ugly, I can still talk to them.
As long as she has a big booty, right?
Yeah. If no booty or not, I'm still talk to her, no matter what. I mean.
Why? Can I ask you why though? Can I ask you?
What?
Why?
Why what?
If she's ugly to you, why do you still want to talk to her?
I mean, we have a good connection.
Okay, continue.
Like a good connection that we haven't. Like, if we talk about like, let's say horses. Not like. Now I'm playing. Hold on. Listen. If we talk about like anything like other things like going like horses or a TV show or the series like we watching on Netflix or whatnot, that's like a good conversation we got there, no matter what it is. I mean,
All right.
But you still have to be attractive to her.
So Pierre, what Coach saying is basically looks don't really matter, but if she don't, he like them thick, but she don't have to be thick. Looks, yeah. Listen, Coach like them thick, but they don't have to be thick. But so go ahead.
I have a question. Pierre, okay, so let's say you have one girl right here, right? She has that connection like you mentioned earlier. She's not thick, right? No booty, straight back. Okay? The other one, right?
Yeah.
She doesn't have the connection, but she has a really big behind. Which one are you gonna pick?
Well, I'll choose. I mean, if the thick chick got, hold on, listen. If the thick chick put me in a friend zone, now I'm gonna have to go to the skinny one because we have a good conversation and all that and whatnot.
So you're gonna pick the thick girl, basically. Unless she puts you in the friend zone. Yeah, come on, bro.
Y'all
Next.
not listening.
No, we heard
Come
you.
on.
We heard you loud and clear.
You gotta let me finish though.
All right, Coach, that was good. But moving on to the next segment, you don't have any more questions for him? Coach said, if the thick one put you in the friend zone, you would. All right. All right, moving on to the next one is what characteristic a man look for in a woman? So it's gonna be for the guys part. Like we had Trey and Durante up there in that episode. Can everybody for the guys, what kind of characteristic you'll look in a woman when it comes to on getting to know them? Do you have a specific thing that you'll look for?
Well, for me, the first characteristic would be she got to be attractive. being respectful, and knowing how to communicate. Like how they said the dry texting, we can't even be talking if you dry texting. I can't go through a whole relationship like that. It's just toxic. So being respectful, being attractive, and being knowing how to communicate.
And I think if I can remember, I said she need to be faith driven and respectful and a cool personality. If I can remember.
Positive mind state, spontaneous. You gotta be spontaneous. I ain't with the basic. Motivated in life, ambition, and pretty much got something going for themselves.
Me, when I looking like for a woman, to me, she gotta be loyal. She gotta be smart. She gotta be respectful. I mean, thickness don't matter to me though, but I mean, she gotta have respect and have a good mindset. That's what I look for a woman, is positivity.
Check. So I gotta name all of them or just like a few?
Just your top three.
She gotta be attractive to me. She gotta be honest, faithful. She gotta know how
You
to
gotta
cook.
talk on the mic.
She gotta be honest, faithful, know how to cook. She has to look attractive to me. I think that's it.
You don't have like the audience. You don't have anything you'd like to say.
Most of them made good points. Honest, faithful. I think a big one for me is like starting arguments out of nothing. Like I can't do that. You're not gonna get a very good response out of me. No response at all.
Hey, well, she gotta be smart, cause it's like you can't have a real conversation with no dummy. So you gotta get like a smart girl that really has her mind open about the world around her. You know what I mean? Like I don't want no girl that's in her own bubble and out of tune with reality and stuff. Like if I can't go up to you and have like a real conversation about stuff I care about. Like I don't want to talk about stuff I don't care about. You know what I mean? Some girls like to talk about things and you see they boyfriends, they tuned out, they not listening to them and shit. That's dead. Yeah. Yeah, basically. So yeah, be smart, but have a good, I mean, like everybody walks different, so I want you to have a good way that you walk. Like you got to know how you walk and where you going. Because I feel like, if two people coming together, it's not supposed to be like, okay, you hop on my path, and now I'm carrying you the rest of the way. Like I think that's dead. I think it's like you should have your own path, and I'm not forcing nothing. We should both be going towards whatever we want to go towards. But you going towards that, I'm going towards this. But we doing it together. You know what I mean? That kind of thing.
So wait a minute. So you want her to only talk about stuff you into?
Nah, not like that. Not like that. But I'm saying that, like, guess I'm saying, like, there has to be something between us two at the same time. Like, we have to have something to talk about. Because it can't always be, oh, we talking about what you want to talk about. Like,
Give her the mic.
Nah, we didn't hear you, Francesca.
We can't hear you right here.
I was saying, I think you just want somebody in the same mindset as you. You don't want to choose somebody that is not like, that don't have the same mindset as you. Because whatever, like, if you choose someone that you have that don't have the same mindset as you, you're not going to stay in that relationship regardless. So you want somebody that has the same mindset as you.
Well, that could be a little bit conflicted, though, because you also want somebody who can help you grow, and in order to grow, you have to have a different perspective, a different mindset to challenge you and sharpen you. So I kind of feel like that's kind of conflicted, and because you're gonna end up having a yes man in a sense, and they're gonna be thinking everything you do is good because y'all got the same mindset, and y'all just gonna agree with everything and not necessarily grow.
Okay, so I agree with what you're saying, but like when I mean like the same mindset, like if he's saying like, oh, he don't like talking about topics like that's not interested or something that's not going on, like if he's something like if he likes something like politics or like he cares something about like I don't know what spiritually or something like that, then having that same mindset that connects you two. But if you guys, like she likes talking about, I don't know, doing my hair or whatever, and he's talking about something spiritually, something that he could actually do in the community or in the world, then that's where you're not gonna stay together. You're not gonna.
Nah, that's when you have to compromise and adjust.
Hold on, they got me looking bad. I'm in it like.
I don't mean to bash nobody, nothing like that. I'm kind of just trying to dig into your mindset to see why you think the way you think, so that
I
kind of figure
want
it out.
somebody like that's different. Like I would just want something like that's gonna take me somewhere. I don't want to be stagnant with anybody. You know what I mean? So it's like you come across certain people in your life. You have a conversation with that person. You know you can't have that conversation with nobody else in this world, because you don't have that connection with that person. You see what I'm saying? So like if I have that connection with that girl, that's between me and her right there. And we both taking our mindsets to a different level because we both bringing something different to the table. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, so essentially you want her to talk about different shit.
Yeah, but like, I don't know, maybe.
Because if she's talking about something that you're not necessarily into per se, then it kind of triggers you and you're like, oh, I didn't know I was into this. And then she start talking about it, and then now you're into it because of the way she's talking about it. So she kind of show you a different view on things. You feel me? Because you say you don't want nobody you want a person with an open mind. So you got to have an open mind now. So if you want somebody with an open mind, then you would have to have an open mind. So if she say something, you got to be open to hear her and listen to her, so then y'all could connect on some type of level.
But you never had a conversation with a girl and it's like, damn, this is going nowhere fast.
So you basically saying like you like conversations that like conversations where like it can affect life, like it's important. Like you don't want to talk about the new fight that just came on Facebook at the club.
It's not even that deep. It's just like you can tell why you talking to somebody if there's a real vibe or not. Basically, what I'm saying is like I'm not trying to like beat around the bush about certain things that I feel. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like if I want to have a conversation about that kind of thing real quick, yeah, let's get to it. I don't want somebody that's trying to dodge that. Is what I'm trying to say. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah, that was.
But you always gonna have that one. Because like I said, it got to go both ways. Because a lot of people, when they talking, they only looking at it from their perspective. They're not looking at it from the other person's perspective.
Yeah.
So it got to be both ways. So the same way you feel like she got to talk about this, that, and the third, then that means you should have that same energy when you go to talk about what you like. Because you like different things. And you're going to be talking about different things that she may not care about. So now you got to have that same energy, or y'all going to fall off. So that's why we just got to compromise throughout the whole way.
So you're basically saying about like having a good, just basically having a good connection. You're basically talking about having a good connection. But for the girls' part, like, what do y'all look for when it comes to a man? Like, what are some important characteristics y'all look for? I know y'all, like, in that episode, I heard he got to learn how to cook and clean, something else, a lot of stuff. So, for the girls, like.
For the girls.
He has to be open-minded, kind, respectful, generous, time, with his time and money. Shoot. Yeah, that's it for now. Why can't you say that?
Okay, so I have to be attracted to him. He has to be able to communicate, loyalty. With the whole learning how to clean and cook thing, yeah, it's not only a woman's job. So if he knows how to do that too, so that's attractive to me. So yeah.
Rebecca, you don't know what you look for, characteristic?
All right.
Go ahead. They say they want to hear it. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
He had to be open-minded, loyal, respect. Yes, of course. He had to be a fear of God. Because if you're not, I'm sorry.
You say you got to be what?
God fear.
Yes.
Yes. You got to learn how to cook and clean. Just like she said, it's not just a woman thing. You gotta be able to make me laugh. If you can't make me laugh, there's no way you can be around me.
You're basically a comedian, basically, right?
You got to be able to make me laugh. You don't have to be a comedian. You have to be able to say something. Like, I cannot be sitting around with you the whole time, like,
You serious?
Oh, I'm a
serious
comedian.
all the time.
I'm a comedian.
Okay?
For real.
I'm not in the market.
Hey, but no,
okay, yeah.
I don't mean to interrupt or like change the topic. I'm trying to stay on the same what Andy got going on because it's Andy's show. But why do y'all sometimes like those characteristics that y'all gave? Y'all sometimes get like the opposite. Like, you feel me? Sometimes like y'all say you want a good man, a respectful man, but
I didn't get the opposite, so.
sometimes y'all like the man that y'all want.
I
y'all,
go for what I want.
The man that y'all want, y'all end up with the opposite. Like, y'all want somebody respectful, then you got somebody that's ignorant like me. Like,
You threw yourself under the bus. So.
I ain't throwing myself under the bus.
Call yourself ignorant, sir.
No, it's ignorant. I-G-N-A-N-T.
Anybody else? Go ahead. You don't basically have to say yours. You can generalize it. And Mark want to hear what Rebecca have to say. Rebecca's next.
God-fearing, educated, nice teeth, has to be taller than me. I'm just stating facts. Hygiene gotta be okay. Gotta be great, not even okay, great. I mean, you gotta have your own money. I'm gonna have mine, so I mean that has to be one, I guess. Huh?
I need my question answered though, to be honest.
Oh,
with
what
you.
did you? Go ahead. What was your question again?
Like, why y'all end up with the opposite of what y'all want sometimes? It's like, it's not hypothetical. This is like, this is what happens. Like, the girls that they say they want this, but they end up with the opposite man.
Okay, so some girls do end up with the opposite because at a certain point, maybe they, I don't know, they tired of looking for that person they want, and then they just don't care no more. But over here, no. I said, it matters.
You never compromised before?
Yeah, I compromise, but if I want you to be loyal and you're cheating, like there's no compromising.
Exactly.
You gonna take them back?
No.
Negatory.
Okay.
That's cool. Anybody else?
Child, please.
Anybody else? Nobody else has. Mimi, Esther, you don't have. Oh, go ahead.
I just
My
wanted to say
bad.
my characteristics.
Go ahead, say it.
It's basically like everybody else: God-fearing, educated, smart. You gotta be faithful. That's basically it. And you gotta be able to make me laugh, like she said. Oh, nice teeth.
So, for the girls, like, if you had to compromise, what would you compromise? Like, what would you be? You know?
Yeah.
It all depends. Yeah.
Based on, all right.
What you mean?
Give
Go
us
ahead.
an example.
I mean,
and then
like,
let us go based on your example.
That's the question.
That
I'm
wasn't
saying,
broad
like,
at all.
that was. Thank you. I'm saying, what would you be willing to compromise on if you had? To
Which one?
compromise?
Every
Like,
guy gonna be
let's
different.
say
Which
you-
one of your characteristics that you would be willing to compromise?
None of them.
Oh no.
Nah,
I
see,
mean-
y'all took it there.
I mean,
They
there's
took
a,
it there.
listen.
Nah.
I mean,
I know. You're
mean,
gonna compromise. There's a point you're gonna reach that, man. It's getting late. I have,
Yeah,
you know.
we trying
I
to
know
be-
females put a time on everything. Oh, this is the time I want to get married. This how many kids I want. That's like
Like-
at a point you're gonna start compromising.
We
I
in
mean-
this room to be honest and be realistic and like not throw no like being sugarcoat because girls gonna compromise. All of us dudes done been with a girl that compromised. She said she didn't want a nigga with a dude with dreads, and she ended up with a dude with dreads. She said she'll never take a cheater back, and she ended up taking the cheater back. So bro asking the question, what things do y'all compromise?
You got something to say? Go ahead, get the mic. Yeah.
I feel like you could compromise characteristics. Like, If your hairline's back, like we could work on that. But if
Yeah.
you're not honest with me,
Exactly.
we can't work on that.
Exactly.
I forgot our
Yeah.
characteristic.
Anybody else?
Y'all still avoiding the question though.
I-
Like he asked the question, y'all like.
I think she answered that question. Like some girls grow impatient, and then like he was saying, some girls do put time on things. Like we're women, we have a biological clock, so it's just like once one of us get to that age, maybe we lose faith, and we just want to be like, okay, well he's good enough. He's not what I wanted, but he's good enough. I'm young too, sis, so.
But they're younger. I was just gonna say to what he said about the dreads, cause I was with somebody that I said I would never date somebody with dreads, and he ended up getting dreads, and I stayed with him because it wasn't that big of a thing. But if it's something like your trust, your loyalty, then that I'm not gonna compromise for somebody. You know, you don't want to stay with someone that you can't trust or that person can't be loyal to you, cause it's kind of pointless. So that characteristic I would never compromise. Period. Dreads, that's okay. That's whatever.
Let me put it to you more specific, since I see where it's going. So, let's say you want a guy to text you all the time, right? But dude you with is out there making money most of the day, so he don't got time to text you like that. Is that something you could sit with? Is that something you could compromise with?
Hey everybody, you just got done listening to the first part of the podcast. The second part will be coming out the Thursday after this Thursday coming up. So All Pattern unreleasing episode is every other Thursday. So I like to thank you for listening to the first part, and be ready for the second part, which is going to be even more crazier. So thank you.